It's not cool. Coach Prime's son, Shedeur Sanders, affected by lesser interaction with father after Brown's selection, former Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders was selected by the Cleveland Browns at No. 144 in April. He is competing with other quarterbacks and has been putting in serious work to rise above the rest. Shedeur has long shared a close connection with his father, Deion Sanders, also known as Coach Prime. It was evident in their relationship that has been public as he followed his father from Jackson State to Colorado. On Wednesday's episode of his Too Legendary with Shedeur Sanders show, he was asked whether he has been talking to his dad since getting drafted. Sometimes, Sanders said, in 15. I haven't really been talking to anybody, bro. For real. And that's not cool, That's not cool. But I've been at the facility all day, and when it's time for me to get home, I'm ready to lay down, go over my plays and study my plays and lay down. So I talk to everybody like every other day. Insider not convinced about Cleveland Browns' strategy for Shedeur Sanders. The Cleveland Browns have a crowded and competitive quarterback room this offseason, with 4 players vying for the starting job. Veterans Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett are the consensus contenders to take the field in Week 1, while rookies Dilo Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders are expected to begin the season on the bench. However, not everyone agrees that this is the way things should be, including ESPN's Tony Rizzo. The plan is flawed, Rizzo said on Wednesday. You know what they're doing in New York? They're getting Jackson Dart ready to start. You know what they're doing in Tennessee? They're getting Cam Ward ready to start. Shedeur is an afterthought. A young quarterback needs the team to commit to him with everything: the offense, the coaching, the players around him. They work him in slowly. There's a ramp up. He's not getting any of this. He's got to claw his way through 3 guys before he gets that chance. While the season is still months away and training camp could bring surprises, the odds appear stacked against Sanders. However, with time on his side, the former Colorado star may carve out a role in Cleveland's starting roster. Shedeur Sanders had always worn 2 things proudly: the number on his jersey and the name on his back. But now, as he pulled that Cleveland Browns jersey over his shoulders, the second thing felt a little heavier. It wasn't the pressure of a professional debut. It wasn't the cold Ohio wind that did harder than Colorado ever did. It was something else. It was him, Coach Prime. Deion Sanders, his dad. They used to be inseparable. Coach and quarterback. Father and son. Brothers in belief. Every game, every step, from Jackson State to Colorado. They did it together, turning stadiums electric with their presence. People talked about their swagger, their bond, their story, the Sanders saga. But now, good job, son, Deion had said over the phone when the Browns called Shedeur's name during the draft. His voice was proud, yes, but it was clipped. Fast. Almost formal. Then came silence. Days turned into a week, a few text messages, an Instagram comment, a repost of a Browns highlight, but not him. Not the same man who used to yell, "Let's go too," from the sidelines. Not the same Coach Prime who'd sprint onto the field to pull his son out of the mud, literally and metaphorically. He's busy, Shedeur told himself. Colorado's got games, recruits, NIL meetings. But when he saw his dad on ESPN doing another sit-down interview, smiling wide and talking up his youngest son, Shiloh, who was still at Colorado, the twist in Shedeur's gut couldn't be ignored. The Browns' facility was state-of-the-art, but no locker room feels like home when your heart is somewhere else. Shedeur sat in the players' lounge, scrolling through his messages. No new ones from him. "What's up, Rook?" said Nick Chubb, walking by with a recovery wrap on his knee. "Nothing, man. You good? You've been zoning out since practice." Shedeur hesitated, then exhaled. Ever feel like the person who believed in you the most suddenly started treating you like just another guy? Nick chuckled. "You're not just another guy. You're Deion Sanders' son. You're the face of a franchise now." "Yeah," Shedeur muttered, "but it's not cool." Nick paused. "Talk to him. You never know what's going on in someone else's head."